That's right. Say, look, I'm nobody's food police. All right. As a parent, it's a little bit of a different role, but I would also offer that you're not your child's food police.
Right.
Your job is to educate. They're going to be growing up in a world away from you. And so in our education, we need to teach them about all these things. But at the end of the day, every kid leaves the nest. However that looks at whatever stage of life, you know, it's different as a 5-year-old. He's not actually leaving the nest per se, but he goes to his friend Johnny's house.
His wings a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah. He goes to his friend Johnny's house, and Johnny's not plant-based. Guess what's going to be there, you know? So,
And this is incredibly personal because
Very.
if moms are ethical vegans, then it's very important to them. And so, you know, I think about what Rich Roll said. He said, you know, we try to train up our kids. And he said, I would just tell them when I went to a birthday party, just make good choices. So he said, I wasn't saying yes, I wasn't saying no. And he said, but I just felt like, you know, kind of teach them and they will come back to it kind of thing. So
right.
every parent ultimately has to make that decision for their
That's right.
child. But, you know.
Well, and I would also offer this, because while I truly deeply believe that the whole food plant-based diet is the healthiest way of eating on the planet for many reasons, it's not the only way to eat healthy. All right. And, you know, I recognize that probably 80 to 90% of the world will never go completely plant-based. And to that end, you know, a Mediterranean diet can be a very healthy option if you don't have other metabolic disease like I do.
And there has to be a little bit of discipline there because people, it's easy to let a little meat in and a little
Right.
dairy in, a little more and a little more because it's so addictive.
Right. So, yeah, a true Mediterranean diet, as opposed to the Americanized version, is a big emphasis on fresh fruits and vegetables, but you can add a little bit of meat and oil. Okay. Yeah. So again, these are, like we've talked about, the very personal decisions, lots of reasons to eat this way in terms of plant-based, but my job, I take it very seriously, is just to educate. Right. What's the science behind this?
We can't soften it down for people.
I'm not going to get into an argument about anything,
Right.
because I had a dad today, a new patient, and I talked to him about, you know, I'm plant-based, and he said, well, all right, but I'm not giving up my steak. I said, not asking you to. You know, my job.
You're here to see me.
That's right.